everyone, welcome. I'm Amanda. If we've never met before, welcome. We'll get started today in child's pose. So about a 45-minute flow with some mat work towards the end. So as you feel ready, you can find your way onto your mat. Let your big toes touch behind you. Knees can be as wide or as close together as it suits. And then chest drapes over the thighs, forehead towards earth. If finding earth is not the most comfortable, you can put this block or any pillow or anything under your head. You can also put one through the feet and use that as a place to rest the hips and then sort of melt. So however that child's pose balasana suits you today. And we'll just start to tune in. Tune into your breath and your body, how you're feeling, how the day has gone, and just sort of start to breathe a little deeper and a little fuller, a little slower and a little longer, knowing that our breath is our connection to ourselves. It's really the way we regulate how our body interprets what we see with our eyes and what we feel. So we can use our breath to either heighten and ask the heart to move faster, or we can remind it that at this point we're in a calm, safe space and we want it to slow down. We want the thoughts to slow down, the mind to calm down, the breath really is that connection. So use that tool to really translate to you. Letting it calm the heart, let it calm the nervous system, and really just spending a little bit of time assessing where you feel tight, where you maybe feel stuck. And that could be something within the body or something within your path. And then as you feel ready, maybe rock your third eye. So center the forehead side to side on earth. See if you can stretch the fingers out a little bit longer. And then maybe tiptoe the fingers off to the right side of your mat, staying in that child's pose. Let the hips shift slightly to the left. And stay there for just another breath in and out. And let your fingertips walk back to center and to the left side. Again, hips gently shift to the right, filling up the lungs and draining it back out. Again, staying for just one more. And then emptying that out. And then coming back to center. And as you're ready, find your way up to all fours. So knees come underneath the hips. Shoulders stack over the wrists. You can keep the toes curled to earth or drop the tops of the feet, and then head pulls long away from the hips. So flat back, scoop the belly up. And then drop the belly, lift the heart, cow pose, look up. And round into your cat, chin to chest, tuck together. Open, cow, heart forward, hips up, throat opens, and then chin to chest, round and squeeze. A couple more of those. Breathe in to open. And breathe out to round. One more. Breathe in. Collarbone broadens, hip points lift. And then exhale, tuck and round. Coming back to neutral. Take a breath. Step the hands one step forward. And then roll the toes up, slide into a modified plank, but instead of staying, let the hips sink and the heart lift. Throat opens, take a breath. And then back to that child's pose, but keep the knees in line with the hips. Roll forward, breathe in, belly drops, hips sink, heart open. Slide it back, chin to chest, scoop belly in, hips to heels. And take a couple more of those, just warming up. Breathe in to open, pull forward, shoulders away from the ears, point the toes. And round it back, feet tap earth, hips sink towards the heel, third eye to the mat. In breath, rock it forward, roll it open. And exhale, send it back. Just one more like that, roll forward, breathe in, open. And then this time, bend the elbows, lower yourself all the way to earth. Feet drop, let the hands walk back one step, press into the feet, lift the chest, baby cobra. And melt down, third eye to earth. Again, roll up, baby cobra, heart forward, feet press. Exhale, roll it down. Another cobra bhujangasana, or straighten the arms, lift up off the earth, press the feet into the mat, thighs float, upward facing dog. And then we'll find our way to our first downward facing dog. So hips lift, feet are about hip distance, fingers spread wide, and the thumbs are about 5 inches side to side. Let the knees soften and the hips lift. Pull the belly up and in and press the shoulders down towards the tailbone. Take a breath. Empty it out. Another inhale and an exhale. Rise up to your toe. And exhale, sink the heels. As you rise this time, try not to slide forward. So just the hips lift, rise, arms wrap in, heels sink empty. Breathe into rise. And heels down. This time, rise to your toes, put a bend in the knees, look forward. And then walk, step, or hop yourself up between the thumbs. Let the head hang heavy, wrap the elbows in towards the legs, drape the chest over the thighs, and stay here. Head dangles, hip points lift, finding a heavy fold in our Uttanasana. Breathe in. Then breathe out. Just one more. Maybe wrap the arms around the legs. See if you can give yourself a little hug. Tuck the chin up a little tighter towards the chest. If you took that grab, release it. Slide the hands to the shin bones. Right below the knees, and then press yourself long, flat, and forward. So scoop the belly up, hug the shoulders back, lengthen the head, and press through the hips. Take a breath, and then refold. We'll do a couple of those. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Another inhale, lift halfway. And fold. One more, halfway up, breathe in, press and lengthen. And exhale, tuck together. To the sky, arms come up, reach and rise. And then arms to your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Shoulders down the back, head up tall. Breathing in. Stay. Breath in, fill up, lift up from the front of the quads, squeeze and lift the glutes, hold. Pick up the toes and then root them back down. So we'll start to work through our Surya Namaskara A, Sun Salutation A, arms sweep up, reach. Spill and dive, arms wide or through your middle. When you get to the bottom, halfway up, Ardha Uttanasana, lift halfway. And then hands down, step the feet back, high plank. Hold your plank, pull the belly up and in. Again, you can come back to those knees down and toes up, pelvis tucks forward. Or you can stay with lifted legs, pressing through the heels, biceps wrap in. Take a breath. Stay. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. And 1 more, holding our plank. Imagine you're hugging something between those biceps. And pressing the earth away, hollow out the armpits. Pull forward, take an inhale, get space. And then again to earth or stopping halfway down. Flip the toes, scoop the heart up, glutes squeeze in, thighs can float. And then over toes, downward facing dog. Take a breath, rise, bend, look forward. Walk, step, or hop. Come on up between the thumbs. Halfway lift, lengthen, flatten out, press long. Fold heavy, dive down. To the sky, come on up, big circle and reach. Maybe add a back bend. And spill, flat back. Leading with the heart, the head falls very last with the hands. Inhale, halfway, re-lengthen. Exhale, hands to earth. You can step or hop the feet back, high plank. Take a breath, pull forward, maybe drop those knees. Chaturanga, lower, up and open, breathe in. And exhale, breathe out, down dog. Couple more sun A's, rise, bend, and look. Come forward. Remember, you can always alternate how you get there. Halfway lift, lengthen, flat back. Fold, dive the head down. Circle up, Urdhva Hastasana, reach, rise, grow, and lengthen. Spill, hinge, hook the belly up and in. Breathe in, relift halfway, hands to shin bones. If you have the space, maybe they stay on earth. Hands to the mat, chaturanga, high to low. You can always step or hop back, skip it if you prefer. Up and open, breathe in, look and lengthen the crown to the sky. Exhale, hips to the sky, downward facing. One more, breathe in to rise, bend and look. Come on up, forward, landing in a fold. Head hangs heavy. Inhale to lengthen halfway up, breathing deeply. Folding, emptying chin to chest. And circle and sweep, come on up, grow. And spill and dive. Flatten the spine as you hook the belly and fold heavy. Inhale, flat back, lengthen, press apart. And exhale, hands to the mat, walk, step, hop yourself back, high to low. Lift and lengthen, big breath. And exhale, hips to the sky. Take a breath and stay. So you can remain in your dog or drop the knees. Let them come out wide again and sit the hips back to the heels in that child's pose. So wherever you are finding rest that is yours, stay. Let yourself mount. Adjust as needed. Rest where it suits you. Just a couple more, right where you are. Breathe in. And out. Two more, breathe deep. Empty fully. Last one, breathe in. And drain out. If you took child's pose, we'll meet back in down dog. So you can curl the toes and lift the hips up to the sky. Once you've found your down dog, step the feet to touch, and then we'll lift that right leg up hip height. You can keep it hip height or start to take it up and open, three-legged dog. Maybe bend the knee, roll out the ankle, hug the biceps again into the ears, sink the left heel. It does not need to touch earth. And then re-straighten that right leg, look up under the armpit, make sure you can see the toes. Take a breath. Hold. So you can skip the belly work or add it, your choice. So reach that leg a little taller. And then right knee, right arm, high plank, tap forward. Send it up, reach. And knee to nose, tap. Send it up, lengthen. Cross it into the left. Shoulders over wrists. Knee to the sky. Hip lifts, leg tall. And then knee back into the nose, but this time the foot lands between the thumbs. Step the back foot up a little, drop the heel on 45 degrees. So that means the toe lines up with the front corner of your mat. Hands to hips, and then lift the chest up, warrior one. So tuck the pelvis, stack the shoulders, pull the belly in and bend the right knee. Press to the pinky edge side of the left foot. And then if you'd like, arms up to the sky. They can be out in goalposts. They can remain on the hips if that feels more stable. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fill up. Empty. One more here. Take a breath. Stay. Arms reach to touch, hands to your heart center, and then your hips. We'll straighten the right leg, pull the left hip around, take a breath, and then fold just in half. So you can always find blocks or the earth. Take a breath, hug those elbows up, and then drop the head a little heavier for pyramid, Prashvattanasana. Hands release, and again, if you are using one or two blocks, double blocks can frame that front foot. A single block can either go behind or out in front of the big toe. If you are finding earth, make sure the hips are staying square, and then the chest is dropping over that straight right leg. Head is heavy, take a breath. Empty. One more here. Stay. Lift the chest, lengthen. Turn to your left for a short, wide fold. Head drops down. So we'll work into a Buddha squat, Malasana. If this is not for you, you can stay folded or find something else. You can always use your block. We'll lift halfway, turn the heels in. If you need to adjust the feet, do so. And then elbows to the knees. Sit the hips down. Let the thumbs press into the sternum and lift the chest. So elbows are in the knee points, not the triceps. So we want to be able to lift the chest and then connect the thumb to the breastbone. So we're pressing into the chest while the chest presses back. So it's dropping the tailbone and giving us length. Breathe in. Breathe out. Maybe close the eyes. Chin is neutral to earth. And again, this block or anything you are using can go under your seat and you can sit on that for support instead. Just a couple more here. Take a breath. Empty it out. One more. Stay. Release the hands. Turn the toes back to the long edge of your mat. Fold the head down. Lift the hips. And then walk yourself back to the right. Plant the palms. Take a breath. Step the left foot back and then join the right high plank. Inhale forward. Exhale chaturanga. Up and open. Lift your chest. And exhale, lift your hips. Take a breath. Empty. Let the feet touch again and the left leg comes up hip high. Flex that foot, hug the shoulders towards the hips, square off, breathe in. And then maybe stack it up and open, breathe out. In breath. And exhale. One more, again, this belly work is optional. Stay, lift a little taller. Left knee, left arm, pull forward, high plank. Inhale, send it up. And exhale, knee to nose. Breathe in, lift it. And breathe out, cross. Send it up, reach. And then knee comes into center. Set it through lightly. And then drop the right heel. The foot might step up a little. Drop the heel down. Start to lift the chest. Hands maybe to hips to lift yourself up to a nice tall spine. Right hip forward. This time left hip back. Elbows hug behind you. Maybe clip the hips. Tall arms, goalposts, or they can remain at your chest center. Stay here, breathe in, breathe out, fill up, empty. Just one more, take a breath. Stay, let the palms touch in your Virabhadrasana Warrior One, and then hands to heart center. Clip the hips, that gives you some stability. Straighten the left leg, pull the right hip around, and then draw with a flat back forward. And fold heavy, pyramid. Hands release to the earth or those blocks. Right hip rolls down and forward, left hip tucks up and back, and the head hangs heavy. Breathe in. Breathe out. Just a couple more here to stay. Breathe in. And empty. The last one right where you are. Take a breath. Drain. Lift the chest. Lengthen. And then wide fold, turning to your right. Drop the head. We'll lift off of wide shins. They're a little more narrow than normal. And then heels in, bend the knees, elbows tucked to them. Malasana, Buddha squat. Take a breath in, roll the heart open. Press the thumbs to the sternum, lengthen the crown. Inhale. And exhale. Couple more, breathe in. And breathe out. Last two, take an inhale and an exhale. One more to stay, breathe in, breathe out. Let the hands find earth and the hips relift. Draw the head down, take a breath, lift halfway, and turn yourself back to the left. Walk the right foot back, plant the palms, let the left join, pull forward. Chaturanga. Up and open, breathe in. And breathe out, downward facing. On your next in-breath, come up to tiptoes, put a bend in the knees, look forward. And then walk, step, or hop yourself up to the front. Halfway long, breathe in. Fold, bend the knees, sit the hips back. Utkatasana, chair pose, lift up. Lengthen here through the hands or the front of the chest. Tuck the belly up and in. Pull the ribs back to the spine. Plug the shoulders down. Sit the hips a little lower. Take a breath. Stay. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Fold, empty. Halfway lift. Inhale. And exhale, fold. We'll rinse it out, come all the way up, reach, grow. And spill and die. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, chaturanga. So you can walk, you can step, or press into the palms, press away. And then see if you can hop the feet lightly back, and then lower down. Lift the chest, squeeze the glutes inward and up. Exhale, hips to the sky. Stay for your breath in. And empty breath out. Right leg to the ceiling, circle it up. Right knee, right arm, high plank, tap. Again, these are just options, reach it. And need to know. Send it up. And cross it to the left. Three-legged dog, reach. Warrior one, right foot up and through, plant it down. Drop the back foot on 45, come on up, arms to the sky. And then arms to the hips. Right leg straightens, breathe in, left hip forward. Fold in half and then all the way to earth, releasing the hands, pyramid. Breathe in. Breathe out. Another inhale. Stay. Lift the chest. Turn to your left. Breathe in as you relift halfway. Tuck the heels in. Bend the knees. Malasana, Buddha squat. So option to take a little twist. So you let the right arm on this side come down to the earth and the left arm come up to the sky. You can stay there. I'll turn sideways. So you can stay sort of like this, or you can start to turn that thumb up. Reach for your right hip, left arm up and around with a towel or a strap, or finding your fingers. See if you can bind into that malasana. Your choice, not required, always an option. Peel open. One more. Stay. If you took the bind, unwind. And then hands back to prayer. We'll catch the second side as we get through our second warrior. Take a breath. Release those hands and lift your hips. Stay. Breathe in. Turn back to your right. Breathe out. All 10 toes. Turn to face the short edge of your mat. Walk that left foot back a little. Take a breath. High to low. Maybe this right leg stays up for more challenge. Lift and lengthen. Up and open. Exhale, downward facing. Stay, reset, hold, breathe in. And breathe out. Left leg to the sky, circle it up. Left knee, left arm, tap forward. Three-legged dog, reach out. And knee to nose. Three-legged, take it tall. Then cross it to the right. Up and back, big breath. Down the middle, set the foot through the hand. Right foot spins down, come on up, warrior one, big breath. And then hands to your hips, empty. Pull the left leg straight, roll the heart forward, square the hips. And then tilt forward, fold in half, pyramid. Hands release as you're ready, breathe in. Draw the chest down, breathe out. Two more, inhale. And exhale. Just one more to stay. Take a breath. Let it go. Lift the chest. Breathe in. Turn to your right. Breathe out. Halfway lift, lengthen. Heels tuck in, toes trail. And then sit into your malasana. All again face sideways on the other side. So from your malasana on this side, left shoulder drops slightly inside the left hand to the earth, right arm high. You can stay there. Make sure the feet stay flat to earth to protect the ankles. So really root down through all four corners of the feet and a little lift through the arch. And if you'd like, right arm around the back, left arm up and outside the hip. Reach for fingers. If you're taking a towel, it comes in this right hand and around the left would reach for it. Roll the right shoulder back. Squeeze the belly. One more to stay. Empty. As you're ready, unwind that twist. And then hands back to heart center. Take a breath, release the palms, lift the hips. Exhale, stay in that wide fold. Breathe in, relift halfway. As you fold, all 10 toes turn to the left. Plant the hand, walk that right foot back. Left leg slides, take a breath. Chaturanga, empty. Up and open, lift the heart. And exhale, lift the hips. Rise to your toes, put a bend in the knees, look forward. Come back up between the thumbs. You can walk, step, or lightly hop. Halfway up, breathe in. Bend the knees, lift the chest. Utkatasana, ribs to spine, tail tucks, belly back, breathe in. Sit a little deeper, two more, take it inhale. Stay. One more. Spill forward, this time widen the feet. You'll take your right hand, grab your left bicep, take this left hand, wedge it into the right elbow, and then hang heavy in a ragdoll. So stay there. Let yourself find some heaviness. Melting down. Soften where you can. Maybe find a little movement side to side. Last breath right where you are. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Release the hand. Let the feet toe heel back together to touch. Lengthen halfway up. And then fold down to the sky. Come on up. And then hands to heart center. Clip your hips again, so hands to hip bones. Root down through the left foot and then draw the right leg up and into the chest. Take a breath. Stay. Breathe in, heart forward. And then right foot to the back of your mat. When it sets down, drop that foot on 90. Turn open. Adjust the front foot if needed, and then arms come out long front to back. Big bend in this front knee. Right shoulder peels back. Warrior two. Breathe in. Breathe out. Filling up. Empty. One more here in our warrior two. Pull the inner thighs towards each other. Stay. So we'll straighten the legs, turn the toes, breathe in. And then warrior two to the other side. So right toes turn to the short edge of your mat. Left foot goes to 90. Arms come long front to back. Breathe in. Sit a little deeper. Breathe out. Fan out the fingers. Pull the left hip in line behind the right. One more. Stay. So a little challenge to turn back into a lunge. You can clip your hips or let this left arm come long, spin onto the ball of the left foot, turn forward. Take a breath. Hands up, heart or hips, left knee to chest. So just the same way we started, but on the other leg. Heart forward. Remember, you can lift those arms, or you can always keep them a little lower to center to help provide more support. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more here. Left foot to the back, long edge of your mat. When it gets there, drop the left foot on 90. Arms come out front to back, warrior two. Take a breath. And then this time, right forearm, right thigh, left arm high. Side angle. You can form a little mudra in this hand. You can also take your block on any height and release the right hand to it. We want to make sure we're not collapsing the chest in, so we want to keep the left ribs above the right. Really lengthening through this left side, so block is really helpful for that option. One more here to stay. Hold. Take an in-breath. Reverse your warrior. Right arm all the way up. And then arms to warrior two. Right leg straightens. If you were using that block, as you turn the toe, let the block come over towards the left. And then left toes turn forward, bend the knee. Take a breath. Side angle, floor, block, or thigh. Right arm high, and again, first finger and thumb can touch if you'd like to form a little mudra. Weight is in the pinky edge side of this right foot. Again, these right ribs are rolling back, so they're over the left. And the right hip is sinking, so it's the same height off of earth as the left. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Stay. We'll reverse our warrior. Keep the legs reach up. And then arms back to warrior two. So we'll find that lunge again. This time, right arm sweeps, land on the ball of the right foot. Breathe in. And then right knee up to chest center. Fill up. Empty. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Send that leg back. Drop it on 90. Arms out wide. A little different again. Straighten the left leg. Hinge as far forward with long arms, and then left hand can drop and hover on the shin, right arm high. Again, you can take this block on any height, so tall, medium, or short. And then keep the space in the rib cage. So right above left, try not to let this left side collapse onto that thigh. And then use the block where it helps you or the floor. Just make sure you're not putting pressure on that left knee. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Stay. Left leg will stay straight to start, so we'll reverse our triangle all the way up. And then warrior two, bend. So again, if you need to take your block, switch it so it's within reach of that right foot. Straighten, breathe in. Turn the left toes. Tuck the tail, take it inhale. Turn the right. The right leg's already straight. We'll keep it. Reach, lengthen. Right hand, floor, block, or lightly on the shin, left shoulder above right. Look up to the sky for more. Take a breath. Stay. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Hold. Reverse your triangle. Right leg stays straight. Reach it up. And then warrior two. Take a breath. Circle around to that lunge. So again, if your block is somewhere in the way, just slide it off to the side, reach up, or maybe hands to hips, root through the right foot, breathe in. Left knee to chest, come on up. Inhale. Exhale. Breath in. Breath out. So we have just one more step back, take an in breath. And left foot steps back. Arms up, keep the crescent legs. Stay. Breathe in. Left heel presses, shoulders stack, right knee bends over the ankle. And the pelvis tucks slightly down so it's neutral. Pull up from your root, maybe look up for more, spread the fingers out wide, hug the elbows towards the ears, but plug the shoulders down. Palms touch, straighten the right leg. Turn open to a star, take a breath. And then arms to the sky, turn to the left, lunge. Land on the ball of the right foot, bend the left knee, adjust if you need. Tuck the pelvis, press through the left shin. You can always drop the right knee if you need a little less. Again, hands can be at the hips, the heart, or in those goalpost arms. So anything that suits you. One more to stay. Empty. Palms reach to touch. Hands maybe to the heart, or you can keep them up. Right knee steps up to the chest. Take a breath. Tadasana, mountain pose. Arms circle high, look up. Swan dive and fold. And the last vinyasa here, lift and lengthen. High to low, your variety. So you can step, walk, or press away, hop back, lower down. You can always skip it. Up and open, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing. Take a breath. Stay. Another inhale. And empty. One more. Let it go. So we'll find our way back to our feet, and we'll find that Buddha squat one more time. So when you get back, walk the feet again out wide, heels tuck in, toes tuck out, and as you're ready, go ahead and sit yourself down. Thumbs press into the sternum, chest forward. Stay here. So as you are settling in again, you can always find a block under the hips if that feels better. If you'd like to alternate your twists, you can take a breath in, split the palm, and then exhale back to prayer. Breathe in, split, twist. Inhale back to that prayer, and then exhale, twist. Another one, breathe in and split. You can continue that if you'd like, or just spend a few more moments here. If you like to play around with any type of arm balance, you're free to go to wherever suits you today. I'll walk you through crow pose, bakasana if you'd like. So hands will plant, you'll lift up the hips and walk the feet behind the wrists. So I typically have about 1.5 feet between my toes and my wrists, and then I like to lift up onto the balls of my feet, tuck my knees as tight up into my armpits as I can, and then start to bend the elbows, so shifting the weight more to the hands than the feet. Look forward, so I'm looking to the edge of my mat, one toe tucks up, and then it follows maybe by a second. Hands work into the earth completely, so the finger pads start to act like the toes. The belly hooks up, the gaze stays forward, and then the heels tuck tight to the body. Play around. If you work any transitions, work through those. Maybe hop it back to your malasana and then roll back up, whatever suits you. You have about 5 more breaths to play. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fill up. Empty. The last couple here. As you're ready, we'll find our way back to a child's pose. You can plant your hands and then drop the knees. If you prefer to take a few cat-cows before, roll open on your inhale and round together on your exhale. And then as you feel ready, toes touch, hips to heels, head to earth, balasana, child's pose. Find some stillness here. Let yourself soften. And this time, instead of both hands to one side, you can either stay in your child's pose and just lift up slightly and walk one arm under and drop the ear. Or if you'd prefer to come up to a table and thread the needle, you pick your arm, so one arm lifts, thread it under the opposite elbow, an armpit, ear down, shoulder down. I'll cue you when to change. And just continue to breathe. Let that breath come in nice and slowly, full and deeply. And let it move to those spaces that feel a little tighter. If you took a thread, slowly unwind that side, either just pulling that arm out from under the child's pose variety, or arm all the way back up to the sky and then back to your all fours. As you're ready, your second side, so either roll it up or just tuck it under. And then finding that thread of the needle. Just a couple more here. And then from where you are, unwind that second side. Come up through a table and then onto your seat. Let the feet plant flat on the earth. And then you'll walk the heels a little closer to the body. Give your shins a hug. So reaching for opposite elbows if you can get them, or forearms. And then we'll pull the chest up, open the heart, open the throat. And then hold on tight to the arms, chin to chest. Press the shoulders away and draw your forehead towards your knee. Roll up and open, broaden the collarbone, arch the back. And then round like you would for a cat spine. Tuck it in and then press away from the legs. Up and open, cow spine, heart forward, arch and lift. Round more of those. Breathe in to open. Heart up, lift up. And round it back. One more like that. Lift and open. And round. Stay here. Really pull away. Feel that space. See if you can connect your third eye to the tops of your knees to really tuck in and round it back. And then reset back to a neutral spine. Arms long. Legs can lift to boat pose, Navasana if you'd like a little challenge. If you take any toe grabs, peace fingers to the big toes, you can lift them straight up. You can roll them out in a straddle, elbows hug in, heart pulls forward. Flex the feet into the hands and pull back with those toe grabs. If you're staying here and prefer to hold the backs of the knees or plant the hands on earth, that is an option as well. We'll stay for 3 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Fill up. Empty. And 1 more. If you do not like to get to earth from boat, don't. If you do, see if you can hover through a low boat. And then release. Arms long, stretch out. And then right knee tucks in. Give yourself a squeeze. Supine twist. Help that leg across the body. Right arm comes out. Look to your right. Peel open. Bringing out through our middle. So detoxifying. Cleansing our internal organs. Breathing into the space. See if we can hold that twist. And then as you exhale, the lungs drain out. Twist a little deeper into that emptiness. Another breath in. And rinse out, twist. 1 more on this side. Breathe deeply. And empty fully. Up to center. Give that knee a hug. And then let it release, drawing the left in, tuck to center. And cross. Left shoulder down, left arm long, look left, peeling open. Rinsing out. Twist. Breathe in. And breathe out. Just a couple more on this side again, really letting the insides ring out. We breathe to fill up the space in the lungs. And then as we twist, we work to keep that space and move into it. Just 1 more. As you're ready, come back up to center, knee to chest. And then both feet to the earth. Let them start together. And then toe heel them out 1 time. Hands press down by the glutes. If you like a supported bridge, you can grab your block or any tool. Take a full breath in, press into the hands, the feet, and the shoulders. Keep the chin pulling down towards earth and then roll up 1 vertebrae at a time. Maybe walk the shoulders a little under, hands can clasp. And then think of pulling the sternum up towards the throat. So really lift up through the belly, arch the spine. A little compression in the front of the throat. So really pressing through the feet, activating the front of the legs, pressing down through the back of the hands, or again, this block on any height or whatever prop you are using can come under your sacrum to just provide that support. If you are looking for a wheel today, or Dhanurasana, upward facing bow pose, you are free to go there if it's within your practice. I will remain here in the supported variety of bridge, but you always have the options to do things that suit you. Let the eyes close and continue to let those big belly breaths fill up. And drain out. Just 1 more. If you have a block, you'll slide it to its shortest side. If you came up through Wheel pose, upward bow, chin to chest. When you find earth, you'll find that block and replace it under the hips. And then we'll just let the feet lift up to the sky. Viparita Karani. So our supported inversion. Again, if you are looking for something with a little more fire today, your class, your space, your practice, do what suits you. If you have any limitations with the head, the back, the neck, the shoulders, anything going on like that, please just stay here. Be kind to your body. You get the same benefits with this inversion, but it's restorative. It allows the blood just to flow back to chest center along with our lymphatic fluids. So really just letting all of that come back to the middle of the body for cleansing and detoxification. Maybe let the eyes close. If you are moving through something else that you chose, either a shoulder stand, a plow, a death man, something on your crown or your forearms or your head, you have about 3 more breaths to transition through the final components of your posture. And then as you feel ready, start to let the feet come to earth. Slide up off that block. And then hips back to earth. Soles the feet together. Let the knees roll out side to side. One hand to belly, one to heart. Or arms up and overhead. Supta Baddha Konasana. If you have your arms up and overhead, you can reach for opposite elbows. You can also find goalposts. If you are working the chest and belly center, take notice of the heartbeat and the breath. So the prana, the life force, entering in the lungs, and then that translation from the heart, pumping it through the body. The last couple right here. And then as you feel ready, let the feet come back to earth, knees tuck in. Give yourself one final big squeeze, chin to chest, nose to knees, tuck yourself into a little ball, take a breath. And then exhale, Shavasana, legs, arms long. Finding stillness that suits you. And it can be whatever speaks to you. It doesn't have to be traditional Shavasana. It can be any pose that works for you. So finding a space that allows you to spend the next few minutes in silence. Finding some stillness and some peace. Letting the body soften and relax. Unclenching the jaw and the teeth. Letting go of any grip within the fingers and the toes that may remain. And just spend the next few moments here in your silence, your stillness. I will be quiet here for a few minutes. Just letting you mount. as you feel ready, slowly starting to invite movement to return to the body, wiggling fingers and toes. Maybe letting the knees tuck back in. And then onto your right side, if you would prefer to stay in Shavasana longer, always your choice to do so. I invite you to a seat that is comfortable on your mat. Hands draw to the center of the chest, Anjali Mudra. I thank you for sharing your practice, your light, your energy, and your journey with me as I share the same with you. Thumbs drop to our third eye, our eye of intuition, knowing that you truly are a blessing. Namaste. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Hope you have a lovely rest of your day. And I'll catch you next time I'm on here. So can't wait to see you guys all back in the studio when we have that option to do so. And until then, we'll stay in connection through some videos. Have a great day, everybody. Namaste.